Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, there are moments in life when something gently reaches your awareness, not to interrupt you, not to rush you, but simply to invite you to pause and listen. These moments are not, and they are not meant to create pressure. They arrive quietly, often when you least expect them, and they carry a sense of calm that feels different from the usual noise of everyday life. You may not immediately understand why this moment feels meaningful, but deep within, something in you recognizes that it is worth noticing." Archangel Michael says that many people move through their days quickly, focused on responsibilities, thoughts, and endless distractions, rarely giving themselves the space to truly pause. Yet within those pauses, there is clarity waiting to be discovered. When you slow down, even for a brief moment, you begin to notice things you may have overlooked before. You begin to understand your thoughts more clearly, and your path starts to feel less uncertain. Beloved soul, there have been times when you felt like something was trying to get your attention, not in a loud or overwhelming way, but in a quiet, steady manner. It may have been a thought that stayed with you, a feeling that returned more than once, or a moment that made you reflect without knowing why. These experiences are part of how awareness grows within you. Archangel Michael says that this message is not about urgency or fear. It is about presence. It is about allowing yourself to be here, in this moment, without rushing ahead or looking back. When you are present, you begin to see your life from one moment to the next without truly experiencing it. There is always something to do, something to think about, something to plan. Yet when you pause, even briefly, you create space for something different, a sense of calm that allows you to reconnect with yourself. Archangel Michael says that this calm is where clarity begins. It is where your thoughts become easier to understand, and where your path begins to feel more aligned. You do not need to search for answers outside yourself when you allow this calm to exist within you. Beloved soul, the message you are receiving now is simply an invitation. An invitation to slow down, to breathe, and to listen. Not because something is urgent, but because this moment has something meaningful to offer you if you allow yourself to experience it fully. Archangel Michael says that when you begin to listen in this way, you may notice small shifts within you. Your thoughts may feel lighter, your emotions may feel more balanced, and your perspective may begin to change. These shifts are subtle, yet they are powerful. Beloved soul, you are not expected to understand everything at once. Life unfolds gradually, revealing its meaning step by step. This moment is just one part of that unfolding, offering you a chance to see your journey with fresh awareness. Archangel Michael says that your path is not, and the moments you experience are not without purpose. Each one contributes to your growth, helping you understand yourself and your life more deeply. Beloved soul, take this moment for yourself. Allow yourself to be present, to breathe, and to listen. You may find that in this quiet space, something begins to feel clearer than before. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, there is a moment in every journey when you begin to notice that something meaningful has been present within you for a long time, quietly waiting for your attention. It is not something new that suddenly appears, but something that has always been there, gently guiding your thoughts and your feelings in ways you may not have fully recognized before. When you allow yourself to pause and truly listen, this awareness begins to reveal itself more clearly. Archangel Michael says that many people spend their time searching for answers outside themselves, believing that clarity must come from something external. Yet often, the understanding you are seeking is already within you, shaped by your experiences, your reflections, and the lessons you have gathered along your path. It does not need to be forced or chased. It simply needs to be noticed. Beloved soul, there have been moments when you felt a quiet sense of knowing, even if you could not explain it. A feeling that something was right, or a gentle awareness that something did not fully align with your path. These moments were not. They were reflections of the understanding that has been growing within you. Archangel Michael says that when you begin to trust this inner awareness, your perspective starts to change. You no longer feel the need to question every thought or analyze every situation. Instead, you begin to move forward with a sense of calm, allowing your understanding to guide you naturally. Beloved soul, this process is not about finding perfect answers. It is about becoming comfortable with the idea that understanding can grow gradually. You do not need to know everything at once. Each moment you experience adds to your awareness, helping you see your journey more clearly. Archangel Michael says that as you continue to listen, you may begin to notice patterns in your life that you had not fully recognized before. You may see how certain experiences were connected, how certain moments shaped your perspective, and how your path has been guiding you step by step. Beloved soul, this awareness brings a sense of clarity that feels different from anything you may have experienced before. It is not overwhelming, and it does not demand your attention. It simply exists, allowing you to understand your life with greater ease. Archangel Michael says that when you trust this process, you begin to feel more confident in your journey. You no longer feel lost or uncertain. Instead, you feel guided in a way that is calm and steady. Beloved soul, take a moment to notice how your thoughts feel right now. Notice how your breath feels, and notice the space between your thoughts. In that space, there is calm. In that calm, there is understanding beginning to form. Archangel Michael says that this is the beginning of a deeper connection with yourself. It is where you start to recognize that you are capable of understanding your path without needing constant reassurance from outside sources. Beloved soul, as you continue moving forward, this awareness will continue to grow. It will guide you in ways that feel natural, helping you make decisions with greater clarity and confidence. Archangel Michael says that you are not behind in your journey, and you are not missing anything. You are exactly where you need to be, learning what you need to learn and growing in ways that will support your future. Beloved soul, trust that this message has reached you at the right time. It is not. It is part of the process that is helping you see your life with new understanding. Archangel Michael says, Beloved soul, there comes a moment in your journey when the understanding you have been slowly building begins to feel clearer than ever before, not because something new has suddenly appeared, but because you are finally able to see what has always been there. The thoughts that once felt scattered begin to settle into a quiet sense of direction, and the questions that once felt heavy begin to lose their weight. This is the moment when your inner clarity begins to awaken. Archangel Michael says that clarity is not something that comes from outside sources alone. It grows within you through your experiences, your reflections, and your willingness to listen. Many people spend a long time searching for answers in places that feel distant, without realizing that the most meaningful understanding often comes from within. Beloved soul, there have been times when you felt a quiet knowing, even if you could not fully explain it. Moments when you sensed what felt right for you, or when you understood something without needing words to describe it. These moments were not. They were part of the awareness that has been growing within you. Archangel Michael says that as this awareness becomes stronger, your perspective begins to change. You start to see your life not as a series of confusing events, but as a journey that has been guiding you step by step. What once felt uncertain now begins to feel meaningful, and what once felt unclear begins to feel connected. Beloved soul, this stage of your journey is about trusting what you feel rather than overthinking every detail. When you allow yourself to listen to your inner awareness, you begin to move forward with a sense of calm that was not there before. This calm is not something that depends on external circumstances. It is something that grows within you. Archangel Michael says that when clarity begins to awaken, you may notice that your reactions to situations start to change. Things that once caused confusion may now feel easier to understand. Decisions that once felt difficult may now feel more natural. This is because you are beginning to trust your own understanding. Beloved soul, take a moment to notice how your thoughts feel right now. Notice the space between them, and notice the calm that exists in that space. This is where your clarity is forming. It does not need to be forced. It simply needs to be recognized. Archangel Michael says that your journey has been preparing you for this moment. Every experience you have had, every lesson you have learned, and every moment of reflection has contributed to this understanding. Nothing has been wasted. Beloved soul, as you continue moving forward, you may begin to feel a quiet confidence within yourself. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady. It allows you to trust your path without needing constant reassurance. Archangel Michael says that this clarity will continue to grow as you remain present. The more you allow yourself to pause, to listen, and to observe, the stronger your understanding will become. Beloved soul, trust that you are not missing anything. You are not behind, and you are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be, experiencing what you need to experience in order to grow. Archangel Michael says that the message you are receiving is not. It is part of your journey, helping you see your life with greater awareness and understanding. Beloved soul, allow this clarity to guide you. Let it support your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions as you continue moving forward. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there comes a moment in your journey when everything you have been slowly understanding begins to settle into a quiet and lasting sense of peace within you. It is not something that appears suddenly, and it is not something that needs to be forced. Instead, it becomes part of who you are, part of the way you think, feel, and move through your life. This is the moment when clarity is no longer something you search for, but something you naturally carry. Archangel Michael says that throughout your journey, you have been learning how to return to yourself. Every moment you chose to pause, every time you allowed your thoughts to settle, and every time you listened to your inner awareness has brought you closer to this state. What once felt difficult now begins to feel simple, because you have grown through those experiences. Beloved soul, you may begin to notice that your thoughts feel calmer now. They still come and go, but they no longer carry the same weight. The need to understand everything immediately begins to fade, and in its place comes a quiet trust that things will unfold in their own time. This trust allows your mind to rest. Archangel Michael says that peace is not something that depends on everything around you being perfect. It is something that develops within you when you learn how to remain steady, even when life continues to move. This steadiness is what allows you to feel balanced, regardless of external circumstances. Beloved soul, as you continue moving forward, you may notice that your reactions to situations begin to change. Things that once created confusion may now feel easier to understand. Moments that once felt overwhelming may now feel more manageable. This is not because life has become easier, but because you have become more aware. Archangel Michael says that awareness is what transforms your experience. When you are aware, you are able to see your life more clearly. You are able to understand your path without feeling lost, and you are able to move forward with confidence. Beloved soul, this stage of your journey is about allowing this peace to remain with you. You do not need to hold on to it tightly or try to control it. You simply allow it to be present, knowing that it is now part of you. Archangel Michael says that your journey continues, but now it continues with a deeper sense of balance. You are no longer searching in the same way, because you have begun to understand. You have begun to trust. Beloved soul, take a moment now to feel this calm within you. Notice your breath, notice your thoughts, and notice the stillness that exists between them. This is where your strength lies. Archangel Michael says that you are not required to have everything figured out. You only need to continue moving forward with awareness, allowing each moment to guide you. Beloved soul, trust that everything you have experienced has led you to this understanding. Nothing has been wasted. Every step has brought you closer to this moment of clarity. Archangel Michael says that as you carry this peace with you, your life will begin to feel more aligned. Your decisions will feel more natural, your thoughts will feel more balanced, and your path will feel more clear. Beloved soul, this is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a new way of experiencing it. A way that is guided by calm, supported by awareness, and strengthened by trust. If this message touched your heart, type Amen in the comments and share this message with someone who may need peace and clarity.